Imagine the perfect couple. Charming, beautiful, successful, and adored by everyone who knew them. They threw lavish parties, shared loving photos on social media, and seemed to have it all. But behind the glossy facade of love and happiness, they hid a chilling secret. What could turn such a picture-perfect pair into the center of a true crime story, so twisted it will leave you questioning everything about human nature? This is a case that shocked an entire community and left seasoned investigators speechless. What started as a missing persons case would unravel into a tale of manipulation, deceit, and unspeakable darkness. So buckle up and stay with me, because every detail of this story will pull you deeper into a labyrinth of questions you'll be desperate to answer. Meet Emma and Daniel Lawson. To their friends, family, and neighbors, they were the epitome of perfection. Emma was a successful interior designer with a thriving business. Her eye for detail had landed her contracts with elite clients, and her work was regularly featured in high-end magazines. Daniel, on the other hand, ran a lucrative tech startup. His knack for innovation had made him a rising star in the industry, and together they were a power couple everyone admired. The Lawsons lived in a pristine suburban neighborhood in a modern, expansive home. Their life seemed to be lifted straight out of a movie. They hosted elegant dinner parties with carefully curated guest lists, complete with gourmet meals and impeccable decor. Friends often joked that Emma and Daniel made everyone else's relationships look mediocre by comparison. But as the saying goes, perfection is often an illusion. Have you ever wondered what's really happening behind the closed doors of those who seem to have it all? The illusion began to crumble when Emma's best friend, Claire, became concerned. Claire had been trying to reach Emma for days, but her calls and messages went unanswered. This was unusual. Emma was never one to ignore her friends. Initially, Claire thought Emma might be busy or taking some much-needed time off, but as the silence stretched on, her unease grew. When Claire visited the Lawson home, Daniel answered the door, looking composed but slightly frazzled. He claimed Emma had gone on a solo retreat to clear her head, something about needing a break to reconnect with herself. It was an explanation that seemed plausible, but Claire couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Emma had never mentioned any retreat to her, and they talked about everything. Claire filed a missing persons report. That's when the wheels of the investigation began turning. If someone you loved disappeared without warning, how far would you go to find the truth? Detectives started their inquiry with the basics. Emma's financial records showed no recent transactions that hinted at travel or hotel stays. Her phone's last known location was at home, and there were no signs of unusual activity on her social media accounts. Emma's disappearance was rapidly becoming a mystery that baffled everyone who knew her. Daniel was cooperative during initial questioning. He provided detailed accounts of Emma's supposed plans and even shared emails she'd allegedly sent to him about her retreat. But there was something about his demeanor that felt off. He was calm, too calm. Detectives' instincts told them there was more to the story. Neighbors painted a picture of a couple who appeared deeply in love, but cracks in the image began to surface. A neighbor reported hearing a loud argument from the Lawson home a few nights before Emma's disappearance. Another mentioned seeing Daniel loading large, heavy bags into his car late at night. Detectives began searching the Lawson home. What they found would change the trajectory of the case entirely. The search revealed faint traces of blood in the living room, hidden beneath an area rug. Forensic analysis confirmed it belonged to Emma. When confronted with this evidence, Daniel's calm exterior began to falter. He admitted they'd had an argument the night before she disappeared, but insisted she had stormed out and never returned. The plot thickened when investigators found a hidden compartment in the garage. Inside were personal items belonging to Emma, including her favorite necklace, which she never took off. More chillingly, they discovered a journal filled with Emma's handwriting. The entries painted a picture of a woman living in fear, detailing how she had felt increasingly unsafe around Daniel in recent months. If someone you loved seemed perfect but had a dark side, would you recognize the warning signs? But the most disturbing discovery was yet to come. In the basement of the Lawson home, investigators uncovered a hidden room behind a false wall. The room was soundproofed and contained restraints, a camera setup, and chilling tools that suggested something horrifying had taken place there. Was this where Emma had been held? Or worse, had there been other victims? Detectives' suspicions were confirmed when they connected Daniel to a series of unsolved disappearances. All the victims were women who bore a striking resemblance to Emma. Further investigation revealed that Daniel had used Emma's interior design business as a cover to lure victims, offering them job opportunities that turned out to be traps. What would you do if the person you trusted most turned out to be a monster? As investigators built their case, Emma was found alive. She had been hiding in a remote cabin, terrified for her life. Emma revealed that she had uncovered Daniel's dark activities and staged her disappearance to escape him. She had fled after a heated confrontation, where Daniel admitted to his crimes and threatened her when she refused to stay silent. Emma's testimony was damning. She recounted how Daniel had manipulated her and those around them, hiding his true nature behind a veneer of charm and success. With Emma's cooperation, Daniel was arrested. The evidence against him was overwhelming, from the blood traces to the hidden room to the connections with missing persons. How would you rebuild your life after surviving such a nightmare? Daniel was convicted on multiple charges, including kidnapping, assault, and attempted murder. The community that had once admired the Lawsons was left reeling. How had such darkness gone unnoticed for so long? Emma began the long road to recovery, sharing her story to help others recognize the warning signs of abuse and manipulation. Her courage in escaping and exposing the truth became an inspiration to many. Does this story make you question the people around you? How well do you really know them? The story of Emma and Daniel Lawson serves as a haunting reminder that perfection is often an illusion. Behind the picture-perfect lives we envy might lie secrets darker than we can imagine. As this case proves, the truth always has a way of coming to light, no matter how deeply it's buried. What are your thoughts on this case? Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more twisted true crime stories like this one. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there, because you never know what darkness might be lurking behind the brightest smiles.